What's up, Rampants? Welcome back to the What's Up Rampant broadcast. I'm Gracie Tyson.
And I'm Chris Baislow.
And we've had a very exciting week this week as we're now in the last stretch before Christmas break.
Our Media Center is celebrating with the 12 Crazy Days event. Each day, our library is giving away multiple books to students who win each raffle.
If you're interested in entering, it's not too late and you can still put your name in the raffle in the Media Center.
On this Saturday at 8 o'clock, our school will be hosting the FBLA regional competition here at Rose. Our FBLA advisor, Mr. Garner, and his FBLA officer team have been gearing up for this event for weeks, and hosting this is very strenuous and intricate.
As I am a first-time member on the FBLA team who has attended regionals in the past, working on the behind the scenes has completely changed my view of the efforts that go into this occasion.
So I am a business and IT teacher as well as the advisor for FBLA, National Technical Honor Society, and I coach soccer.
So what would you say, like the FBLA, so everybody knows like FBLA, the club, but what would you say the competition process is like?
So it is an organization, not a club. A club is what you cavemen use. The competition is twofold. So there are certain events that start at the regional level, and you have to place first, second, third, or fourth at the regional level to continue in that event at the state level. And then there are some events that start directly at the state level. And so those are the two main pieces of competition for FBLA. And then it just depends on the type of event that you're going for. Some of them are strictly just a test event that you would do before the actual event. And then some of them are actual presentation events where you may have to present something that you've created, like a public service announcement or a website, or there are some case studies that you're given either ahead of time or on site. It just really depends on the event. And then, of course, there's some public speaking and interview style events.
So at school, I serve as the co-president, and then at the state level, I serve as the Eastern Region Vice President. So as Eastern Region Vice President, it's my job to make sure that the conference runs smoothly. It's my job to get all the workshop presenters, make sure that all of the recognition testing are working, making sure that all of the competitive events are going well, and just to make sure that our members have a great experience and learn valuable business skills.
So because there's only a handful of events at the regional level, both for high school and middle level, what a lot of the regions across the state have done is really turn it into more of a leadership style competition and conference instead of just a regional competition. Some of the regions are huge, so like Triangle East will have somewhere between 800 and 900 people show up, so they really only have enough space to do competitions, and they don't really have a whole lot to do for the workshops and fall leadership aspect. We have room, and so that's why we host 26 to 30 different workshops that students can attend. There's also some recognition tests that they can take and get recognized on stage, and then of course we have some people that are competing. So it's really a great opportunity for students to come and learn something new. Could be a new career, could be a new skill, but then also just to network with people from across our region. So Eastern Region is 15 counties all the way up to Currituck.
So it's definitely ramped up here in the last few weeks, making sure that all the workshop presenters have been emailed, make sure that they have all their stuff done, make sure that they're getting put on the schedule so they know when to come in and do it, and then making sure that all the membership packets for all the schools, so they have their registration, they have their name tags, they have their lunch tickets, they have maps of the school, because again, it's our school, we're the only ones who know where it is, so make sure that they know where everything is, and then just making sure again that all the logistical stuff is ready. I'm a little nervous, but I think that we're really prepared. Again, Mr. Garner's an amazing advisor, so I definitely believe that we're prepared, and I'm really excited just to see how this week's going to go, and I'm excited to just network and connect with all the members of the Eastern Region.
As our whole officer team has been expected to put in effort, our presidents especially have had quite a lot of responsibilities with organizing and planning everything, putting it together.
I'm very excited to see how everything goes on this Saturday and how all of the workshops will go. What about you, Chris?
I am. Additionally, as you probably have noticed, Miss Mills is back in the Media Center.
As she has now gotten back into the swing of things, her and her coworker, Miss Rollins, have had to do some readjusting with her departure and now with her coming back.
So I had to leave early because they put me on medical leave. Had like super high blood pressure, and they said like stress and that kind of stuff. So I left. My last day working was May 29th, And I literally went to the doctor and they said, okay, you're not going back to work. So like I didn't get to like close out the school year. And then my first day coming back was October 24th. Yeah, so now you get 8 weeks of maternity leave when school starts. And so since I had my baby in June, my 8 weeks didn't start until teacher workday started. I like to say I was not made to change diapers because I didn't get to use my brain. And so when Miss Rollins would call me, she would always be like, I'm so sorry to bother you at home. I'd be like, no, please ask me questions. I want to use my brain. So for me, that was very hard. And then also because my husband was working, I would spend 8 hours a day alone with my baby who couldn't talk. And then like he also teaches nights twice a week, so some days I would literally go from like 6:30 in the morning until 9:30 at night, and it would just be me and my baby, who I love dearly, but I like to have conversations.
Yeah.
So it was very difficult for me to do all that.
With her departure being expected, it was still difficult to plan around the technicalities of her absence.
While she was gone, her focus had to change from work to being 100% present at home.
Mrs. Rollins has been back at the school before Miss Mills went back, so it allowed her to experience the position fully and completely immerse herself here at the school.
While that was quite overwhelming for her, with Miss Mills' arrival towards the beginning of the semester, it was definitely quite the help.
Yeah, I started when she was in here. I only cried twice.
Yeah, totally put that in there.
Yeah, I only cried twice. The first day, the very, very first day of school, because you know teachers come in before school begins, but I don't think I like processed what was happening. I didn't process the extremity of it all. I'm a very quick learner when it comes to like, this is what you need to do, this is how the system works, da 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 da. So I had that part figured out, but then you sent me like 6 text messages on the first day of school about things that needed to get done, and then I started crying. And that's when it kind of became stressful, but the more you were gone, the more I adjusted, if that makes sense. Like I was like, I have to, you know,
Figure it out.
And then anything that I couldn't figure out, it was like, okay, you know, my answer was Mills will take care of it when she gets back. But I really tried my best to not bother her because she was on maternity leave, and like, you know, it's rough out here with a newborn. So.
And I wanted her to bother me because
Yeah.
it was rough out there with a newborn.
For Miss Mills, her absence has been tricky, but we're glad to have her back.
Absolutely. Now on to sports with women's anchor Lila Harris and men's anchor Julius Jones.
Hey Rampants, I'm Lila Harris, your women's sports anchor.
And I'm Julius Jones, your men's sports anchor.
And we're coming at you this week for the wins, losses, and games we've had this season.
For men's sports, our fall sports have wrapped up their seasons except for football, who has made their way through playoffs. Our wrestling team had their first match on Wednesday, and they're now getting to the full swing of things for the season. Men's basketball, our team has gone 2-0, both times beating Goldsboro.
For women's sports, our wrestling and basketball team are both gearing up. Our wrestlers had a match on Wednesday, and our basketball team is now 0-1 against Swansboro.
As you may know, our winter formal dance has been moved to this Saturday on December 7th to allow our Randall family to be able to cheer on the players at our game this Friday in Fayetteville at 71st High School.
To talk more about the recent wins, we spoke to head coach, Coach William.
I've been coaching ever since 2008, so about 15, 16 years.
Okay. What were your expectations coming into the regular season?
Well, as a coach, you expect to win a bunch of games and be able to qualify for the playoff, make a run in the playoff. But, you know, unfortunately, we had some tough games, a hard schedule, and we ended the regular season 2-8. But it's been a great playoff run right now, so hopefully we continue it. Get the playoff, you want to hit that peak where you perform to the best of your ability, and I think we have achieved that goal, and hopefully that continue.
How did you keep your team motivated when y'all weren't meeting those expectations?
Well, this team has been such a great surprise because a lot of times when you lose, as in sports, as in team sport, you lose a lot of kids and a lot of people blame and each other and stuff. But this group decided that, hey, we got to stop blaming each other and start playing because we was playing some great competition. So being able to just tell them that I believe in you, we way better than what we've shown. We played against some good teams. Just try to keep them motivated and just try to have fun when we was out there. So I think the ability to make practice fun, even though we were losing, helped a lot.
What are some things you've done as a coach that have like helped your team to be successful?
Probably be positive, and that's some of the toughest. It's hard, especially when you got a lot of people in the community expecting that you're supposed to be a good football team, one of the best in the counties, and then you're not living up to the expectations. So being able to like block that noise out and make sure the guys understand that we are one of the best football teams in the county. A lot of stuff didn't go our way in the regular season, so if people keep watching us, then they'll see how good we really are, and they've been able to do that the last 3 games that we played. So I'm excited to see it again this Friday.
On the coaching side, Bland is very proud of his players as their success hasn't always been this easy.
Additionally, this game will determine if the team makes it to regionals at the 5th round. This will break their record last year.
Overall, we are very excited for our players and can't wait to see how far they get.
Now on to Holly Hot Topics with anchor Timothy Gates.
What's up, Rampers? I'm Timothy Gates, your Hawaii Hot Topic News anchor. This week's trivia question is, what Pitt County Middle School was JHO's originally? Stay tuned and find out. I'm here with
Christopher.
and I'm here with
Iris.
And the question is, what did you guys do for Thanksgiving?
Sleep.
All right, what did you do?
A little party with my dad.
All right. Hey, I'm here with.
Miss Taft.
And do you plan on participating in Cyber Monday?
I do.
And what do you plan on getting?
Some Christmas gifts for my kids and grandchildren.
All right, thank you for your time. All right, I'm here with
Jalen.
Did you participate in Black Friday?
For sure.
What did you get?
Shoes.
What type of shoes?
Jordan.
All right, thank you for your time.
For sure.
Thank you for staying tuned. The answer to this week's trivia question is CM Epson Middle School.
Well, Rampants, that's all we have for this week.
Don't forget to follow us on our Instagram at Rampant Lines.
And make sure to stay tuned to our next broadcast that will be uploaded next Friday, and let us know what you might want to see next.
Bye, Rampants,
And happy holidays.